Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. So, EverTune bridges. I'm sure the majority of you that have been playing guitar and keep up with the gear news have heard of the EverTune bridge, where essentially the guitar never goes out of tune. It's got some sort of fancy spring system in the back where it's routed on the front and the back of the guitar, depending on the guitar you have. Um, or possibly not. There are some top-mounted ones as well if you have a Gibson. I'll show you a couple of different models. But now they have them for basses, which is pretty neat. So, want a bass that never goes out of tune? The EverTune bass bridge has arrived to answer your prayer. So basically, once you set it up, the tuners do essentially nothing. The springs adjust where they need to in the back, and you don't need to tune the guitar anymore, which is pretty cool. I have the only really complaint is that, like a Floyd Rose, it's a little bit annoying to change tunings. From what I've been told, you got to adjust stuff in the back with the spring tension in order to change different tunings. It's not as simple as you think it is. But other than that, if you just want one guitar for one tuning and you don't want to have to worry about constantly messing with it, EverTune. I mean, there you go. I have not personally played a guitar with an EverTune, and it kind of sucks because multiple times I've gone to Guitar Shiner looking specifically for a guitar with one so I could see how they work. Could not find one. They have been out for a little while at this point. So, the rock solid bridge system offers the ultimate in tuning stability. Has been available for guitars for a decade. I didn't realize it was already a decade they've had these things out. I thought it was, I figured 5, 6 years, but I guess, is what it is. Now bassists are finally getting their turn. EverTune has announced the long-awaited arrival of the bass bridge, which will bring its innovative, stable tuning hardware to 4 strings and enable bassists to stay in tune indefinitely. It's hard to believe that it's been over 10 years since the company first unveiled the astonishing EverTune Guitar Bridge, a spring-loaded unit that compensates for movement in the strings, which ensures that once set, the instrument never goes out of tune. Now, bassists are set to get the same treatment with the EverTune bass bridge. The company's first made the announcement with a short clip on social media, and it is fair to say that it's not before time. Fair to say that it's not. I don't understand that, but anyway, the EverTune bass bridge features an elegant design with a small footprint that requires very little routing, so it is going to require routing. It'll transform your bass into a truly state-of-the-art machine, says EverTune's Matt Blaquette in the clip. As with EverTune products, the pitch of the attack of the note will be the same as the pitch of the sustain of the note, getting rid of the frustrating pitch jump that can accompany low-tuning strings. And this will give rise to the incredibly tight and stable recording and performances. That's pretty neat. The firm says that it has already been partnered with manufacturers on EverTune's bass models, much the same way it is done for guitars, answering long-standing demand for the bass community. There's no word on which manufacturer that will be exactly, but the firm has long-standing existing relationships with the likes of Jackson, ESP, Ibanez, BC Rich, and Solaire. So it's likely we'll see models from those brands before long. Yeah, I mean ESP, you constantly see the LTD 1000 series with them. For players who wish to retrofit an EverTune bass bridge to their instrument, good news is it will be available even sooner as a standalone unit. Though again, we don't have any specific dates or prices at this point. In the meantime, go to EverTune, sign up to its bass newsletter to get notified. So I assume this is probably going to be the same price roughly as the guitar bridge. So here's the guitar bridges, and they're essentially $300 a pop. There's really not much more you can get to it. But yeah, I don't like the Gibson one because it has to be semi-curved because of the carved top. But it's got these Mickey Mouse ears on it, so not a huge fan. Let's see if we can actually show the parts here. Well, let's just go to parts. And you can see this is like a big spring unit, to counter the tension of the string. There's like a base plate type here. I'm actually curious if you can buy all of the parts for cheaper than the unit. That'd be kind of interesting. I doubt it. I doubt you could buy all the parts for cheaper than the unit, but that would be kind of funny if you could. It actually doesn't look like there's saddles, which is very, very weird. It looks like the only thing... Oh, yeah, saddle mount. Here it is right here. I lied. And you can choose the model. But for those of you, as I said, that don't really know, it is a contraption with springs in the back, because basically it's all doing with spring tension, the same with the Floyd Rose and other tremolo-based systems, even though this is not a tremolo system. And what it does is it makes it so it counterbalances your strings. So once you have it set up and where it needs to be, it's not going to go out of tune. You can mess with the tuners all you want. It's not going to change the pitch. And you can leave a guitar in a case for theoretical years and, bring it out on stage and you'll be in tune. You won't have to worry about it. Whatever tuning you set it up in, you are good to go. I think it's a really cool idea. As I said, I really want to find a guitar that has one. Maybe buy one if the price is right, and see how it plays, how it's set up, how the system works. Um, See if it's something that I would like. Because I do like my hardtails, but I'm not a big fan of tremolos, being that this isn't a tremolo. But I could see myself being annoyed with this, being I wouldn't be able to change tunings, because if this is something where it's on one of my favorite guitars and I can't change tunings for it, then I would probably get a little annoyed, depending on how hard it is. So I have no, like reference for is it equally annoying as a Floyd Rose? Is it worse than a Floyd Rose? Is it easier than a Floyd Rose? These are all questions I have that I would not be able to answer until I physically got one in my hand. But yeah, there you have it. Something for the bass players. EverTune for bass players. My name is Steve Gray. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, comment down below. This is Gray's Guitars. And as always, have a good one.